This is the Samsung Galaxy S21, and if you guys have already seen it, I've made a video on the unboxing and a clear case that I've made for this phone. So the clear case is great, but it is plastic at the end of the day, and I just didn't like the feeling it was giving me. So I decided to try out another case. This is the leather back cover for the Galaxy S21, and this is the brown finish. There are only two color options, so you can get this brown or you could get black. No other color options for the leather cases. Now, I'm not sure if that's the case for all the S21 models. This is just for the S21. I'm not sure if the Plus and Ultra have more leather models. If they do, I'll have them linked in the description if you want to check those out. But this is what the brown case looks like. This is actually a really nice saddle brown color, like very similar to what Apple sells for their phones. I actually really like this. This is kind of like the traditional leather color. This is what my Apple one looks like for my 12 mini. I've had this for about 3 months or 4 months now, and this is what it's aging like. The color was very similar to this when it started off, so this is getting a lot darker compared to this, but I'm sure this will age as well. That's just the way leather works. So let me go ahead and show you guys just this case. So it's got a full cover for the camera here, and there's a little bit of a raised edge just to kind of accommodate the camera system. The flash is kind of just its own little hole over there. 3 holes. Now, I personally would have preferred if this would have been like completely empty so that it would show off this beautiful gold accent color. This phone, this case won't show off any of my phone's color, which really is, it's disappointing, but I think that the premium feel of it will make up for it. So the back is very smooth, no texture or imperfections whatsoever, a very smooth back. The inside has this felt material. I don't know what exactly it is. It is like a suede felt material, very nice, very plush. I'm sure that this will do a good job of keeping the phone safe as well. You guys can see this area for the camera, however, that's a little bit cheap. It's basically just hard plastic. They don't continue over the same material like they have for the rest of the back, so that's weird. Let's see on the edges on the inside. Let me see if I can get a better shot of that. There you guys go. So nothing too crazy, just leather. No drop protection of any kind, which is just I guess it makes sense. You know, I haven't seen like drop protection little gaps in the corners on these cases. They usually come in like the plastic or more protective style cases. So drop protection, it won't have crazy drop protection, but I think it should do pretty good. So let me go ahead and put this on the phone and let's see what it looks like. So that's what it looks like when it goes on. So let's start with the back. Looks pretty decent. One thing I will say is that there definitely is a bigger increased lip with this camera now. You guys can see like they sit inside the case pretty well now, so that's even more protection on top of that metal. So the camera lens here should be pretty safe. The one thing right there, you guys can see the buttons. Those are metal as well, and they are color matched to the phone. So that's a nice little touch. But I will say they look kind of jagged and crooked, especially this power button. Not extremely high quality. They almost look misaligned, like they're not aligned with each other, not straightened out. That's disappointing. That doesn't look too good. But the feel of them, they're right now pretty hard, I'm not going to lie, but I think this is just because it's a new case, not because the button itself is going to be bad. The volume buttons, the top one is actually a lot nicer. It's a lot easier to press, but the bottom one's harder. I think this is, again, just a case of new case, so the buttons are a little bit harder to push. The front, oh, that's disappointing. So as you guys can see, the front doesn't really get really good coverage here. You guys can almost pretty much see the entire aluminum. That gold frame is just kind of sticking out there. It's not really being covered by the case. And let's see, it actually barely has a lip there. This is, I want to say, like the smallest lip I've seen on a smartphone in a long time. Like, I don't think that this would, like, you 100% would want a screen protector with this case if you want to protect your display, because this just doesn't look that good. And it almost looks like the phone is not all the way seated in, which is crazy. That's insane. Hang on. Am I doing this right? Let me go ahead. Let me try it again. Like, I don't know. This is crazy. So it comes off pretty easy. So let me go ahead, push it all the way in. Maybe I just didn't get it all the way in. No. This is all the way in. Like, this is legit it. like you can't push this anymore in, and it's still like it's not really all the way in there from the front aspect. That's extremely disappointing. Oh wow, I just haven't seen something like that ever in a while. I don't know if I'm exaggerating or not with how long I've seen this before, but that's something you don't really see. And that's upsetting because it won't really give you the greatest protection if it's not sitting all the way in there. Not even the corners. They all just kind of look like, I don't know how to even describe this. That's crazy. For a case of this price, this is $50. I didn't expect that. And that's definitely going to be a detriment to protection, especially long term. Like, I don't know how hard this case will kind of keep your phone in there. It just really doesn't seem to seat well, especially on the front. The back is a lot nicer. It almost looks like this is shrunk a little bit, not like perfectly sized. That's very, very disappointing. Nothing you'll ever see with like an Apple case. So let me just pull aside my iPhone, and you guys can see here, like the edges on these, like this comes in a little bit more compared to this. Like it's much more enveloped in there compared to this case, which is upsetting. That's really all I can say. That's not cool. Yeah, this is kind of it. So this is $50, and those two issues are really upsetting me. This, number one, the power button, it's straight up crooked. Like I was trying to justify it, but no, this is crooked. Like it doesn't line up straight. From no angle is that good looking. The volume button doesn't seem that straight either, but maybe it's just because I'm looking at it next to this very cross power button. And then the front, it really doesn't have any protection. So this is $50. If you want to look at it on Amazon, the link is down in the description, but I really don't think you should buy this case. It really doesn't justify its price. I did check out the silicone case, which is, I think, a lot better. This is my S21 Ultra. I tried out the silicone case on this, and if you guys are looking to buy a case from Samsung for your S21, the phone from an S21 lineup, look at the silicone instead. I'll have this video linked in the up here somewhere. Not sure which one will go up first, so I did make a video on that. So I'll have it linked in the description or in a card up here. Go check that out. That's definitely a way better choice, and that's $30 compared to the $50 this is, and it comes in more colors too. So that's it for this one, guys. If you want more pictures of this, I'll have them posted on social media. I'll have my handles right here on the screen, and of course down in the description as well. So go check me out over there. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask me down in the comments below. And if anybody else has one of these cases, the leather cases, let me know what your experience was down in the comments as well. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll catch you in the next one.